Hello, this is Building Bros, and in this video, I'm going to be making this. A crocheted Lord Ras of this, based on this minifigure. You can compare it if you like. So yeah, I'll be showing you how to make this, and you can follow along if you want. The only difference is, instead of doing the red stripes, we're going to be doing more like his purpley pinky ones. So what you'll need crocheting hook. I'm using 4mm needle for sewing, stitch marker, scissors, different types of wool. I have brown wool for his belt. Of course, I have black, pink. Also have his armory blue. I think this is more like azure. Bit of grey for the back on his gong kind of. Bit of white for the teeth, and a little bit of orange for the eyes. And of course, stuffing. Just lots of stuffing. Need to get the pattern out. I'm writing down, don't look at that. I drew a lot of this when I was young. Nope. That's the other. No. Lord Ras. Okay, so beginning in black, how I did it, starting with the legs, I did one and then connected them on, kept going and just did a round base, and then I just put loads of spikes on. So, let's get started. One thing I want to say first is that I crochet a bit differently to how you would normally typically do it. So I will be crocheting in that way. I'll give a demonstration. Right. So like that. So how I crochet is I crochet like this. Whenever how you're supposed to crochet is more hold on. I'm not very good at doing it like that. It's a bit different. You hold the wool here in this hand and you actually hook it with that. Whereas I hold the crocheting hook and the wool in the same hand. But okay, let's get started. So, magic circle. Go in. Like that. So 6 DC in the magic circle, double crochet into it, wrap around, pull back, pull through, wrap around, pull through both loops. And you do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. 5, 6. Pull tight. Right, then we'll be increasing 6 times. And put stitch marker in. There. Increasing, you do DC just into one stitch same time. So if you want to do this, be warned that there's a large amount of sewing on this guy with the stripes and all, so be warned. Right. Now, popcorn stitch, or what else is it called? I don't know what it's called. Just call it popcorn stitch. So, this one, go into the stitch, wrap, no, sorry, no. Wrap around, then go into the stitch, wrap around, pull, wrap around again, go in, again, and again, 4 times. Ugh. And then you just try pull through all stitches. Some definitely easier than others. Like the ones that you actually pull through are normally this, but it's the other ones that you wrap around that are not very easy. And you do that 3 times in the next stitch. Do more of these like the Ninja. It's debatable. One thing I forgot to do, stitch marker goes in the stitch of the first bubble. Oh, that was it, bubble stitch. Right, then it's just 9 DC to the end of the row. Right, 4 decrease, so that's 4 DC and then do a decrease stitch. Right, 10 stitches. Just put that end in there. Right, so now it's just 4 rounds, so that's just normal DC, 4 rounds all the way around. Right, that's 4 rounds done, and it's looking a bit like a foot. Do they look similar? Well, let's stuff it. Get a bit of stuffing. Just really need just a bit for now. Right. There you go. Right, fasten off. Go. Right, so now just need to make another one. Don't fasten off though, because we're going to be connecting them, so yep. I'm just going to make one real quick. Right, so we've got 2 legs done. Pretty identical. So now we're going to connect them. So what I do, 2DC. Oh, what's going on? Right, here we go. Two DC. Then 7th stitch in this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going to poke it into the 7th stitch in this one. And then we're going to DC 10. So that's just all around it, I think. Right. Then we're going into the 3rd stitch in this one. Like that. And we're just going 8DC all the way around to the end of the row. And then you'll have your 2 legs connected. Like so. Whew. Right, so we did connecting, of course. So I think it's just around 20 DC. Right, so now we'll be taking our brown wool and we're going to be connecting it on. So, okay, and we'll be doing 2 rounds, 2 DC rounds. Also, you can leave the end here. We'll be sewing up that gap later on with it. Right, just cut the end. Right, what? So, 2 rounds of brown. that's that done. Now I'm changing back to black, just normal DC. Just cut the end. Right. Now it's just going to be 6 DC lines. Well, 6 rows done. Now stuffing. Yep. Back. Right. Then 3DC decrease. Should have 16 stitches at the end of this. Okay, after that, 6 DC decrease to have 14 stitches. And you do it 2 times. The last one you did it 4 times. Looks good. Now 6DC increase. Now we're kind of working on the neck of Lord Ras. Right, then 3DC increase. 4 times to get 20 stitches. Okay. Our neck is taking form. Not too bad. This Lord Ras is definitely fatter than the last one. Yeah. Definitely stuffed that one better. Hopefully I'll get this one better stuffed soon. Right. 90C increase 2 times to get 22 stitches. Right. Now 2 normal lines. Just 2 normal DC lines with 22 stitches. Not sure whether making the head the biggest part, bigger than the body. Lord Ras kind of has that, but then he has extra bulk with all these. Okay, that's 2 rounds done. Now back to stuffing. Stuffing the neck and a bit of the head probably. Okay. 9DC decrease. There we go. We'll have 20 stitches at the end of this. And 9DC decrease 2 times. Alright, here to turn the page. 3DC decrease 4 times to get 16 stitches. Then 6DC decrease. Okay, now another stuffing the head. There we go. So yeah, decrease all the way, some stitches. Okay, so turns out I had 15 stitches, but it's sort of not. The pattern's fine, must have made just a bit of an oopsies. But fine. Now fasten off. Doesn't really overly matter. How long it is, as long as it's fairly long. Do a bit of stuffing on there through the hole. This'll do. Once when it's stuffed enough, take your needle, take this, and I'm going to sew the hole up. So gather stitches whatever way you like. This is the way I like to do it. And just sew it together like this. Probably go down a little bit more stuffing, but that should be fine. The end. And we're on to the other one. So just go in, come right here. Just try sew the end. Sew the end in again. Cut it, and there's legs, body, and head done. Okay, now we're going to be going on to the arms. So we're going to begin in pink. We will be changing into black after we do a few rounds in this. Yep. So beginning magic circle with 5 stitches in it, 5 DC in it. Yeah, so instead of pink, you can do red if you prefer it to be like this guy, but it's your decision. Five. Tot. Now it's just one normal row with 5 DC. Okay. Alright, we're changing to black. Running out a bit. So we're going to be doing an increase stitch. So increase stitch, 1 DC increase, 1 DC increase, and that will be the end of the row. You can just cut the end. Okay, so now we're doing 7 normal lines, 7 plain lines with 8 stitches, I think. Okay, 7 lines done. Next is increase twice 5 DC then. Right. Alright. Stuffing. So you don't want to overstuff it, because you still want to have a bit of fobby, so it's not too bad. I think that's good. Alright. Okay, what's next? 1 normal round with 10 stitches, since we have 10 stitches. Well, actually. Okay. So with that, now we have to DC the arm shut. So this, with your stitch, you have 2 sides, well, 2 bits of wool. You're going to take the one closest to you, and then with the last stitch you did, this one, you take the one farthest away. So the ones at the end of The ones at the far end, not the ones in the inside, but the ones on the outside. And then you just, oh no, bother. Nope. First one is very difficult, right there. And then normal DC stitch. You do that 5 times all along it. Close it off. Make sure that you're happy with how it's stuffed. So, because you know, unless you cut this, you're not getting back in. Fast enough. Alright. Now you need to make another one. Boom, there we go. 2. I pre-made this one. They look fairly identical. I'll go on somewhat like that. But now we are going to do the hands, which is pretty easy. So, chin. Chin, you begin with a lip stitch, lip knot. Yeah. Just a wrap it around like that. So chin 3. Go into the second chin, which is this one, and then 2 DC, 1 into the second chin, and then into the first chin, like that. You have 2 stitches. Then chin 1, and go into this one, like that. 1 and 2, like that. And you'll do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5 times, but 4 more times. So do that 4 more times. Chain 1, turn, go into these 2, like so. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 rows, and just fasten off. I make 2. I'm just going to quickly make another one. Okay. There's that one done. Right. So, on to shoulder pad. So, starting in black, chain 20. Okay, that's the chain 20. So, first chain you did, going into that, normal DC. And then put your stitch marker. In the stitch. So now it's going to get a little crazy soon. Right. DC 4. So 4. Now it gets very complicated. Chain 3. 1, 2, 3. We're on the second chain from a hook. DC3, so that's 1, 2, and then we're going into this one. 3. Got a little point there. Chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Basically the same thing, except it's DC 4 down the chain, going in the second chain from the hook, as usual. Then we're going to repeat same thing we did here with the 3 chain. Okay, so went into that. So that was the 3 chain. So that was in 3 DC. So then we need to do another 7. So make sure 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay. Now we just have to repeat the exact same thing we did here. So okay. Have that done. Now it's just going to be pretty much a normal row of 36 stitches. So it's a bit different because of the chain. So here it's just normal DC until you come to the spike, of course. So with the spike, I count it as like 3. So you'll have 1, 2. Those are the other sides of the chain, and then you'll have this bit at the very tippity top. That's then 3, and then you just go down on the normal DC here. Like so. And then these bigger ones I count as 4 going up, and then they'll then have 3 going down. That's 1. Okay. Whew. Slip stitch and fasten off. Right. Now this will be able to go on to Lord Ras. I can't get it on right now. I kind of need the arms on first. Right. Now we're going to make the little tiny tags that Lord Ras has. using brown. So this is probably the easiest piece out of them all. So chain 4. Go into the second single stitch on hook and keep going 3DC. Done. Fasten off. That. Okay. Now the back armor piece, shield, whatever you want to call it. Oh, need to actually make 2 of these. I pre-made one. So 2 of those tags. But begin in black for the back armor piece. Magic circle. Six DC in the magic circle. Okay. There's that. Now change to grey. So we're going to do a increase round. So increase 6 times. Okay. Now 1DC increase 6 times and with 18 stitches. Okay. Slip stitch and fasten off. Okay. That's right. Another piece. All done. Okay. Now the page, the spikes in black. Begin with chain 2. How many spikes do you need to do? You need to do 11 spikes. I know, that's a lot, but there's a lot in here. There's like 3 there, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. And then there will be one other spike being done, but, well, it's a bit different. Right. Chain 2, go into second chain from hook, increase. 1 increase stitch here. Chain 1, turn, second stitch, do an increase, and then 1 DC. Okay. Chain 1, second stitch, increase, then 1 DC, then another increase. Oh. There. Increase. You should have 5 stitches. Chain 1, turn, go in second stitch, and do normal order. Tell you what, if this video gets 100 likes, I'll do another one on one of the Ninja. On one of their season 4 suits. Their non-dragon form. And from that one video, you should be able to then do the other ones. 100 likes, then I'll maybe do another one at some point. Right, passing off. Now you need to make 11 more of those. Now I'm going to quickly show you the other side that you need to do. It's pretty much the exact same, just a little different. By different, I mean just a bit smaller. Yep. So chain 2, second chain, do an increase, chain 1, second stitch, increase again, then 1DC. Probably think to yourself if this is the exact same pattern. Pretty much is. Chain 1, second stitch again, increase once, 1DC, then increase, and then just fasten off. So this is the exact same, except you just don't do the last round. But this one is for the top of the head, this one right here, so probably put that aside from the other ones. And once you do those 11 spikes, I mean I haven't even done all of them, I've done some. But we're quickly going to do the last piece of the puzzle, the muzzle. So, magic circle, 6 DC in it. Something went wrong there. It's fine now. 6 DC in the magic circle. Pull taut. Normal, just increase round, end with 12 stitches, as usual. Right. Now, since it is Lord Ras, he does have a little, like, goatee. So, DC 1. Then, chain 4. Go into the second chain from hook. DC 1, 2, 3. 4 DC. So you do those 3 chain and then you do 1 DC. Then decrease DC 2 times. So do a decrease stitch. Then 2 DC, decrease stitch, 2 DC again. And then a normal just decrease stitch right here. And with 17 stitches, then slip stitch and fasten off. There's the muzzle. That's how you make all the different pieces. Okay, so with the hand, how to get into that nice curved shape. So, taking your needle, doing that. What you want to do is here, you do the stitches tight. Other side, you do them loose. Here, you do them tight. Here, you do them loose. Tight, loose. And you just keep doing that really until you have it in that nice curve shape. Which would be a little bit so I'm gonna keep you waiting. Okay, So that's what it kind of turns out like, and as you can see, I did a bit of off camera. All the sewing, I'll just quickly explain it. Beginning with the feet, you just take this wool, cut a strand, and you just sew right on the bobble stitches over and over. Knees, you just do this, just in and out, simple. These, you sew them on here, and then you just use a bit of blue again to do that. All the stripes here should be pretty easy. They're just no specific length. Blue also here, also stripes on the black back. I put the shoulder pad on, of course, before doing the head, after doing the arms, and just sewed it on. I did do like one stitch here and here so that when it goes up, it's easier, it comes down a lot better than my other one. Arms, you have stripes here, coming down with a bit of blue here. Sew the hands on as usual. You sew this on partly on this, and then for the head, I have 3 coming down, overlapping. I keep the ends all like that. Then I do the sides, 2 here, then we do 2 on two here, and then 2 kind of overlapping a bit. These 2 are meant to be kind of like the ears. Same on this side. Then that one other weirder, smaller one that we made is this one at the very tippy top. The muzzle, I stuffed it a wee bit, then sewed on the teeth as well. I did the eyes. I did put a bit of white in it, but it kind of just disappeared. If you want to look at my other one, they do have a bit of white. Just some pink detailing. If you have the minifigure, then you could probably just base it off of that. I didn't go too into the detailing because I couldn't really with what I had. So, yep. I think that's pretty much it. But I mean, to hold both of the hat, be holding like 2 Lord Ras in your hand, that's pretty cool. You may be thinking that this one looks like a girl since it's pink. That's a bit, yeah, kind of a bit. But yeah. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Definitely like if you want to see me do the ninja. Since once we reach that 100 likes, I'll have to start trying to make some patterns up. It will basically be mostly the same, different colors, but then the hair is going to be difficult if I do it. So